Hey guys, here with another video. I know it's been a while. Real life is real life, so things have got to get done. So I know the title of this video is a little clickbaity, but and really what I'm trying to communicate is that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has proven herself to be quite the useful idiot for Donald Trump. And as I'm sure you guys are aware, Donald Trump recently tweeted out, "So interesting to see progressive Democrat congresswomen who originally come from countries whose governments are a complete and total catastrophe. The worst, most corrupt, and inept anywhere in the world, if they even have a functioning government at all, now loudly and viciously telling the people of the United States, the greatest and most powerful nation on earth, how our government is to be run. Why don't they go back and help fix the totally broken and crime-infested places from which they came? Then come back and show us how it's done. These places need your help badly, and you can't leave fast enough. I'm sure that Nancy Pelosi would be very happy to quickly work out free travel arrangements." So it's very easy to label this as an ignorant tweet, but if Donald Trump is not stupid, right? I mean, the guy is... he is a media personality. He's been playing the media since the 80s. He's been playing with them and using them to his advantage literally since the 1980s. And longer than a lot of people who are on Twitter hating on Donald Trump have been alive. He has been in the media spotlight. He knows how to manipulate the media. And what's interesting is that this tweet came out not long after some information has come out about internal polling within the DNC. So we all know that AOC and Ilhan Omar and Tlaib and some other of these, progressive Democrat congresswomen who Donald Trump is putting quotations here, Pelosi is not on good terms with them. And I think there's a reason why. One, I think Pelosi, being a shrewd political strategist, she wouldn't be where she is today if she wasn't, even though I don't have much respect for her, but I have to respect the fact that she does understand the political strategy part of her job. And so she totally sees AOC in her ilk as being complete upstarts. But what's interesting is that this comes out not long after this, actually the same day that this came out here, exclusive poll, AOC defining Dems in swing states. This is from Axios. So this article talks about top Democrats are circulating a poll showing that one of the House's most progressive members, Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, has become a definitional face for the party with a crucial group of swing voters. So I'm not going to read this whole article, but essentially what this shows is that the media is so far up her butt and that's all they want to cover. Is they want to cover her and they want to cover Donald Trump, that swing voters in swing states are seeing her as the face of the Democratic Party. This is a problem because these people in swing states who are swing voters don't like her. They don't like Ilhan Omar. So you can see why it matters. These Democrats are sounding the alarm that swing voters know and dislike socialism, warning it cost them the House and the presidency. The poll is making the rounds of some of the most influential Democrats in America. The poll taken in May before Speaker Pelosi's latest run-in with AOC and three other liberal House freshmen known as the Squad included 1,003 likely general election voters who are white and have 2 years or less of college education. So a lot of people. These are white non-college voters who embraced Donald Trump in 2016 but are needed by Democrats in swing House districts. This is very important. These are the people that they have to win if they want to maintain control of the House. The findings is that Ocasio-Cortez is recognized by 74% of voters in the poll. And considering how apathetic the people are today, this is a big number. I mean, I know people who know more about the Kardashians than they know about their local representatives. 74% of these voters know who AOC is, and 22% have a favorable view of her. And Ilhan Omar, it's similar, was recognized by 53, so over half, with 9%, not a typo, had a favorable view. So they don't like her. And they found here that capitalism was shown to be favorable by 56% and 32% unfavorable. So, and this top Democrat said that this is toxic. Socialism is toxic to these voters. So it's obvious that she's becoming the face of the party, and that is a major problem. So what? And this is a problem because these people are going to assume all the policies of AOC, all of her crazy things like the Green New Deal and her at the detention center, calling these detention centers concentration camps, labeling it like it's something from, equivalent to the extermination camps in World War II, which is ridiculous because I'm pretty sure the Jews weren't trying to get into the concentration camps. I'm just saying. So it's going to be a major problem that these swing voters are going to see the craziness, and it's going to assume that that's what the party stands for. Now, what makes and I'm sure Trump knew about this because he tweeted his tweet the same day that this came out. And I'm sure Trump knows about this probably before the press knew about this. So what Trump did was make the Democrats solidify behind AOC and the quote-unquote the squad. We see here, Pelosi announces House resolution to condemn Trump's xenophobic tweets, right? So we have Nancy Pelosi having her back. So now you're having all the Democrats who are going to be like, oh, this is terrible. What Trump said was racist. We need to stand behind Ilhan Omar, Ocasio-Cortez, Tlaib, and others. And so now that's just solidifying the fact that these people are going to be seen as the face of the Democratic Party. You're getting this almost as a blessing from the Democratic Party, the blessing of AOC to say, oh, well, she's such a snowflake, we need to protect her because she's so important to the party. So this is why things are going to get so bad when it comes to the 2020 elections. Now, with that being said, if the attacks from Antifa, we have, the 69-year-old Antifa member who firebombed, I believe it was an ICE facility, and got killed by the officers there. In my opinion, that blood is on the hands of people like AOC, Ilhan Omar, Tlaib, and even some of the media types, probably like Don Lemon and whatnot, Sean King. So, and again, if more of these kind of attacks happen, and the fact that we're not seeing anybody denouncing these attacks or really talking about these attacks, but we see the hateful rhetoric coming to the detention centers and to these, or to just ICE in general, people are going to assume that AOC is complicit in these attacks by Antifa. So it's going to sour the image of the Democratic Party even worse if AOC is considered to be the face of it. So, and I think Trump knows this. Trump is playing the media because the media is going to he knew the media is going to jump on his tweet. Like I think Tim Pool said that if Donald Trump farts, the media just runs over and sniffs it and writes about how bad it smelled as opposed to actually reporting on the real issues. Trump knew the media was going to run with this. And so he knew what kind of optics it was going to create for AOC and for the Democrats, especially if he knows about this poll that's going on among top Democrats. So Trump, it's easy to say that this tweet is just Trump being bombastic, bloviating, just being ignorant, but he knows what he's doing. And I'm not one of these 4D chess people because, let's be honest, I mean, he's said some pretty boneheaded things on Twitter, but I think this one is definitely played, he is playing the media. He knows what he is doing because he knew that this was coming out. He knew about the poll. He made this forcing Pelosi's hand, which, if anything, I mean, you would think that you'd want the party to fracture, but Donald Trump is saying, no. Make people think AOC is the face of the party. Legitimize her. And this is how he did it. And with this, he's going to use AOC as a tool. He's going to use these women constantly as a tool to help win the House in 2020, help win re-election in 2020, and keep power in the Senate. If this keeps going in this trajectory, the Antifa attacks, just the whole clown world aspect of this keeps going and escalating, it is going to be a complete landslide. I think it's possible the Republicans could have a supermajority in both houses on top of Donald Trump being reelected. I can totally see that happening. So Trump is putting AOC in his war chest as part of his reelection campaign. He is using her to help win the House back. And more than likely, I doubt she's going to get reelected, so he's probably going to capitalize. Same thing with Omar. Well, I don't know. Omar might make it through. But I think Donald Trump is using them to his advantage, and they're just being useful idiots in his campaign. So anyways, if you guys like the video, go ahead and hit like, subscribe. I know YouTube favors people who upload every day, so I kind of need to start doing that. It's just trying to find the time to do it. But anyways, by the time I sit down and start doing something, it's like the news I want to cover is now the old news, so I have to kind of be Johnny on the spot. But anyways, if you like it, go ahead and subscribe, leave a comment. I'm always willing to debate and talk. I hope to see you guys again soon. Thanks.